Hi guys. Now Xiaomi is the brand that pioneered the concept of flash sales in the country, but of late it's been rather quiet. Now it's back again with a bang, and the phone it's launching is the Redmi Note 3. Now the Redmi Note 3 has quite a few firsts to its name. This is the first all-metal smartphone from the brand, and it's also the first smartphone from Xiaomi to come with a fingerprint scanner. Now Xiaomi has been a pretty popular brand in the country, but of late its thunder has been stolen by a few other brands like Lee Eco, Lenovo, just to name a few. The Redmi Note 3 looks set to be a chartbuster, and we'll tell you exactly why. I've spent about a day with this device, and I'm going to tell you what I like about this and what I dislike. To quickly sum up what's special about the Redmi Note 3, we can't really point towards a single feature. This phone just looks like a great all-rounder. Right from the all-metal design, the build quality, the screen, the cameras and the powerful specs, the Redmi Note 3 looks like a pretty compelling device. One highlight, however, is the 4000 mAh battery that promises to make this phone last really long on a single charge. The build quality is superb, it's metal, and the phone feels really compact, especially considering its 5.5-inch screen size. The downside to the smooth build is that the phone is a little slippery and it could slip out of your hands pretty easily. Because of the metal build, it's slightly heavy, tipping the scale at a little over 160 grams. But as I mentioned earlier, it's quite compact and one-handed usage shouldn't really be an issue. The 5.5-inch Full HD display is quite capable. The screen also features Xiaomi's sunlight display technology, which means that viewability in sunlight shouldn't be a problem at all. To give you a quick rundown of the specs, the Redmi Note 3 comes with a hexa-core Snapdragon 650 processor, which is mated to either 2GB or 3GB of RAM depending on the variant. The 2GB RAM variant comes with 16GB internal storage, while the 3GB RAM variant comes with 32GB of built-in storage. Both variants feature expandable memory. This is a hybrid dual SIM device, which means that apart from the primary SIM, the secondary SIM slot can either take a nano SIM or a micro SD card in case you want to add more storage. For shooting, you get a 16 megapixel primary camera and a 5 megapixel camera up front. As far as port placement is concerned, it's pretty standard. A 3.5mm headset socket on top. There's also an infrared blaster. On the left, an ejectable SIM slot. At the bottom, the micro USB port. And on the right, a volume rocker and a power key almost in the middle. Below the screen, you'll find a row of capacitive hardware navigation keys which are backlit, and on top the earpiece, front camera and the sensors. At the rear, you will see the primary camera, the dual LED flash, the circular fingerprint scanner, Mi branding and a speaker grill placed at the bottom. As far as software is concerned, the Redmi Note 3 runs MIUI version 7, which is the latest ROM from the brand. The interface and features are pretty much similar to what you would have seen on Xiaomi's phones earlier. The base here is Android Lollipop, and as far as the features are concerned, you don't get a dedicated app drawer, but there's extensive theme support. There aren't too many preloaded apps, but you get a security manager, which includes a cleaner, a data monitor, a block list, a battery manager, a virus scanner, and a permissions manager as well. Of course, in the settings, you'll find an option to set your fingerprints, and up to 5 fingerprints can be registered with this phone. The settings also include a light mode, which simplifies the interface. There's a child mode as well, and the fingerprint scanner can be used to control the child mode too. As usual, there's the option to control button behavior, and you can change these settings as per your likings. There's a one-handed mode available as well, while for the display, you can control the colors and contrast and set it to either warm or cool if you don't like the standard default mode. There's also a special reading mode available, which makes the screen warm and suitable for nighttime browsing. As far as the camera app is concerned, we've seen this interface before. So you get a simple, clean looking UI up front, and you can slide to view the available modes, which include everything from manual, fisheye, beautify, panorama, gradient and tilt shift. Swiping in the other direction displays a bunch of color filters. Now the Redmi Note 3 features a 16 megapixel rear shooter, which comes with face detection autofocus, so it's really fast, it launches quickly, focuses fast and shoots pretty quickly as well. And some of the early results we've seen promise some great image quality. As far as performance is concerned, the phone feels really smooth. We've played Asphalt 8 Airborne on this for a fair bit and the device doesn't heat up at all. The highlight for us has to be the battery life. The 4000 mAh battery promises some great battery life, and in our usage, we've seen minimal battery drain. Even after 15 minutes of gaming, it dropped just by 3 to 4%. Now the fingerprint scanner works pretty well, and apart from unlocking the smartphone and getting it out of child mode, you can also use it to access your private files in the File Explorer. With the Redmi Note 3, Xiaomi looks like it has another blockbuster on its hands, and we just hope there are enough stocks available. Thanks for watching.